Alright, looks like it's live. Great, happy to see you all. Welcome back. Today we pick up where we left off on the previous stream. We will be finishing, hopefully, if everything goes well, we'll be finishing redesign of Chordie. We've got most of the things done already. And there's just a couple of tiny adjustments to some of the extensions that were left. And last time we finished printing this fella. Let's see. Right. So I managed to try the fit for the resistor, and it's okay. It goes in quite easily. It won't fall out. So that is great. And yeah, I forgot to check the diodes, because we also have diodes over here. These are like indicator diodes for caps lock, num lock, and this kind of stuff. So I haven't tried this one yet, but I think it should be okay, because this is basically the same size as we had before. So I hope no surprises here. Yeah, perfect. That's a good fit. It's flushed, so it's not sticking out at all. Easy to remove, hopefully. Yeah, quite easy. So looks like we have this done. Okay, let's take a quick look at what we have in store for today. Maybe I should take this one out as well. I have one more, and I don't know what is the resistance of this one. I think this one was 1.2. Are these the same? Nope. Check. Okay, this one was 1.2. Oh no, this one is 3. Okay, so this one is valuable. So it should go here, of course. I'm gonna... Okay, so these are like with quite a lot of brown on this side. So these are 330, so I guess this one is 1.2. Yeah, correct. Most probably I'm gonna mess up everything soon. Alright. Okay, where were we with our stuff over here? Okay, is everything alright? Okay, cool. Okay, we have this part not done yet, and I think I'm gonna open it the same way as this one. Although I'm not sure if it makes much sense, because we have these over here and we have a mini jack. So maybe not, maybe not. Okay, so looking at it, we have all the holes correctly done. These remain the same, no changes here. What else do we have? Okay, this part, I think it's finished. We still need opening over here, but I think that will be the last thing I'm gonna do. Okay, this one is not fully done yet. Okay, but let's focus maybe on the extension itself. Okay, I think I remember now. So that is the common part for the encoders, and I've added these. So this one will be for if you go with MX. Ah yes, correct. So that will be the housing for the encoders, and okay, so over here we have only magnetic encoders from what I can tell. Okay, I was complaining about these mechanical ones, the small ones. So I would rather go with something that has a thread, so we can screw it in from the top, so it won't be this wobbly. Yeah, the question is that the last part that we need to take care of? Okay, OLED is history. Maybe I should remove it. There is simply not enough space for an OLED. We are already very constrained. Besides, I don't find it that much useful. I prefer diodes. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I can fit it anywhere. Like, even if we look on the other side where the controller is, no space, which I'm not gonna complain too much. Yes, and so we also need to finish TPS today, so it would be nice if we can get it done. And then maybe I can test it over Thursday if everything is okay. And maybe, only maybe, we can do something on Friday. Maybe we can build, or at least start the build. Okay, let's take a look. Like, what thread is something around 6 millimeters. Okay, 7. I think we can do it 7. But there is one more issue, because this one is a little bit taller. Okay, so I think we'll have to take a look at my CAD stash if I have any of these encoders, maybe in my stash already. Mechanical ones, okay, EC11, so that's the small one. This one is, I think it's something around, okay, 15. And this one is a little bit bigger. Okay, it's 21. 21.3. If I could take a look on AliExpress if there is any kind of a spec. Okay, these have different shafts, but okay, this won't really work. How about this one? Okay, 50 millimeters, but that's 15 from where to where? I think I have these somewhere. Give me a sec. I think that is the same height. Yep. I hope they have some kind of a explanation what is what. Okay, so the shaft is 15, but then we have bottom, which is I think around 7. Okay, 6.5. Okay, this is 4.5. Okay, we're gonna base it on this one. Okay, we don't have this. Okay, what is the size? I can just quickly. Okay, 12.8 by 13.5. It would be nice to have a proper datasheet for it. Because over here I can't really see much. It says 11. I don't think it's 11. Okay, no, definitely it's not 11. Let's check Mauser. Maybe they should have a proper datasheet. Not this model. Okay, there is something over here, but I don't know if it's the same. Over here is C11B. That doesn't look quite right. Yeah, but the shaft with the thread is 15. That will be 15, and the thread is 4.5, so probably it's the same as we had proof. Okay, 4.5. And what's that? 7. Okay, so that should be good. Okay, let me get rid of this. Although no, not really. Okay, this one is not important. Okay. Okay, that should do it. Just the size. This one's 11.8. This one's a little bit different, 12.6 by 13.5. Okay, I think this one is normal, because I also had one that were like L shaped, I think. Okay, 11.5, that would be alright. Okay, this one looks valid. So there is something that is 11.5. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's make it like this. So it's gonna be 50 millimeters threaded. I'm gonna copy it over here. Okay, so this is our standard encoder, and that one was supposed to be flat, so it's need to go here. Okay, but we have SMT, so let's change that to like this. So it's gonna be through hole. I'm gonna drop it, hide this one. Okay, so if we have it aligned with the bottom, It's gonna be something like this. So if you would like to mount it, we gonna need some kind of a plate over here. If we do like 0.1 smaller, it should fit okay. Let's make it 1.2. Okay, so the shaft itself has a smaller diameter, so 6 should fit okay. But what I wanted to do, so because, okay, yeah, if we do section like this, so the threaded part is over here. So I would have to rise everything up if I would like to mount it in this plate. So what I'm gonna do instead, I think I will just make something over here like a cylinder. So this part can actually screw into it. So this way I'll be able to keep it as low as possible without having to rise it up. Yeah, we can even get it a little bit lower than that because we still have like 1.6 for the bottom plate. So well, this few millimeters doesn't really make that much difference, I'm afraid. So let's do it like this. Over here I'm gonna do 6. Should be enough to fit the shaft. And over here let's do, okay, this is 6. We need to do 7. And let's make it like thick, like 1.2. That should be good. So we have 4.5. What would be the distance from here to here? 5.5. If I make it like 5 millimeters, I think that should be enough. Also over here maybe we can add some kind of a spacer so that it won't go too high. What is the, okay, that's 1 millimeter over here. Maybe I can pull this one up by 1. Okay, I think that should do the trick. Yeah, correct. So this part should hold it okay. We don't have to worry about this because it shouldn't screw in higher. And we can also test it out. take a look how do we need to modify the knob. Okay, first of all we have to move it. Okay, I don't think I like it that much, because it's gonna be very tall, like it won't go all the way. Okay, what is the distance from here to here? Okay, it's 7 millimeters, so maybe it's not that much. Maybe I'm just freaking out about it, and I think I should have somewhere like a mock-up how high the kick-up would be. So maybe that would give us like a better understanding, like where it will end up. Okay, so that is still kind of too tall to my liking. Okay, maybe we'll ditch it altogether and either stick with magnetic only, because they are very flat. I can fit in perfectly. And the issue is like we can't even cut the shaft. I wish that the threaded part was a little bit shorter, like maybe by half. It's the length over here. Okay, this one is quite long. It's almost 7. Okay, this one's 4.5. So on top of that we still have like different sizes, and I have a complete mess with them. Not too happy about it. So the smallest ones, the mechanical ones that we have, they're kind of okay, they fit. And we are basically on the same level as magnetic encoders. But the issue is they are super wobbly. I have no way to keep them in place unless... Alright, this one also hasn't been moved. Is this the correct file? Yes. Okay, so maybe... quick align. Yeah, so this one is quite okay. But the problem with them is that we would have to kind of limit the movement of this part. So like it's this over here we have the thread, and this is just the shaft. So the shaft is really wobbly. Hey, give me a sec, I need to find one of these. As everything else in my workshop, they just vanished. Gone. Everything is gone. Okay. It doesn't matter, I will find it sometime later. What I would like to do now would be to kind of try to change this mount. Let's go over here. Like something to prevent it from moving. Let's call it maybe a limiter for now. Okay, hopefully something like this will do the trick. Okay, I'm missing one more hole over here, not a problem. So I left 0.1 millimeters distance from here to here. Probably it won't be enough. It might be better if we do it, let's say 0.2. So that would be like one layer height. Let's move it back by 0.1. Okay, so looks like this is our only option if I would like to keep the mechanical encoders. Every other encoder, like the mechanical one, is a little bit too high to my liking. I don't want it to be this tall. Okay, so that's EC11. Magnetic ones. Why is it so far away? Okay, for a second I was worried that I forgot to move the common part, but no, it's aligned properly. So why is this one so far away? It's very, very odd. Something is not right over here. Okay, but that's the original one. So yeah, it's a little bit closer. And that's the one that was moved. So this one is correct. Okay, very odd. That's the bottom part. Alright, that's the mount. It looks okay. What else? The knob. Okay, this one is not important, and Okay, that's a good question. Why do I have two different... Okay, this one is longer and this one is shorter, if I can tell. Are they the same height? No, it's the same. Yeah, the same height. Well, I don't know why did I put it like that. It's been such a long time. Okay, but I think we can say that the magnetic part is kind of done, at least for this one. Okay, we still have the bearing over here. Actually, both bearings, small and big one. But I think I will stick with the big one, with the 32mm one. Okay, so that would be on a flat one. If we go with the choke, for example, and okay, what we have over here? So that's the lift version. So it's basically, I think it's fixed as well. It would something like this. Well, at this point in time, I am kind of not quite sure yet if I'm gonna stick with this tall version. I mean, it's okay. It's very comfortable to type on, especially with MX, for example, because I have different keys at different heights, so it's better aligned with the hand. But at the same time, it makes it very chunky. For example, this one. So this one is the lift version, so like the thumb is the highest, then we have this one, then the other keys over here. So that's a really nice fit to your hand, basically how your fingers are structured. But then at the same time it makes the whole keyboard very chunky, encoder has to be very, very high, so it's not that compact anymore. But I think we have this part done. Makes me wonder, there should be like a plate over here to keep it in place. Oh yeah, it's over here. Or is it? I think I should remove this common part. It's only introducing confusion. Okay, there should be one more part over here. There was a holder. It was even common for both, or even actually three of them, because there was one for magnetic ones, I think one for the mechanical encoder, and where did I put it? Okay, it's here, so okay, that is correct. Looks like I'll have to align this one as well. A little bit messy. It should be... do it like this and move the whole piece. Okay, we still don't have the holes over here because we just changed that, but that will be... we can take care of this later. Okay, this one should be... the bottom will have to be redesigned because we don't have a DRS jack over here anymore, so that will be a little bit later, but I just wanted to align. Alright, so for now we're gonna skip the tall encoders, the mechanical ones, so I will try to limit the wobble with some kind of a plate. I hope it won't really put like too much friction when we will be rotating. So my lucky guess is that it should be okay. Okay, so then magnetic encoders, we are done. Okay, so I think it's about time to finish this mount over here, make it like one piece. Finally decide how we want to do it, and then we can jump to TPS. Lucky for us, we already have plates, so that should be quite easy. Okay, I'm gonna leave a part that is common, for example this one. Alright, yeah. Okay, so this is done. And this one is not done yet. We have to move this part. Okay, I think it only makes sense to open it up. Okay, we can't really open it up too much because we have this part over here. So if I would like to make a cutout, that is like the whole width. So not only I'm gonna cut into this hole, but also we have resistors over here. We don't really have that much freedom. What can we do about this part? Okay, I think I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna copy this wall. See if I can move this one, for example, somewhere to here. Leave it some space, make this one 1.2 should be enough. So the socket will go inside. I do it like this. Okay, so I can open it up. And maybe even I think we're gonna lose it on this side if we remove this wall. Okay, something like this. It's not great. But I think I should be able to... Okay, the socket will go in here. That is 2.6. Okay, I was thinking maybe if I remove this wall, yeah, like this. Then I will have to move this one by 1.2. So that will be the part that will be technically holding. Let's see if I move this one over to here. So we can make kind of like a strip down holder. Also makes me wonder, okay, I wouldn't want to cut too much, but maybe we could also like remove these walls a little bit, so then we'll have like better access to the pins from the mini jack. Okay, at the same time this part doesn't have to be this big, because this is where the socket will be sitting. So we can leave this one like this. Okay, let's say we can leave it like that. It's something that needs to be tested. Of course, I'm not gonna print it right now, so I hope that will be like a good fit. Okay, what can we do about this over here? Why wouldn't it close? Okay, we can cut it like that. So we have opening aligned. Okay, this part. Okay, this one might make sense. So I can route wires through here as well. So I need to make an opening over here. Let's try to do that right now. Let's see. Okay, should be easy. I'm just gonna project these. The question is, how should I pull it? Because I can do it depending on the angle. Okay, I think if I follow this angle, so I'm gonna cut out this part. So I need to go straight, like 90 degrees. Okay, and we have a nice opening over here, so we can stick wires later on. Okay, let's do this one as well. This one I think I'm gonna skip. It might be better to just close it, I suppose. Okay, of course this one needs to be this big because this is for Raspberry Pico, so Pico should fit over here, so that's why I have such a huge opening. And over here we just need a couple of wires, so that doesn't really have to be too big. .2. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that because it's sticking above the bottom by 0.8, because if I align it right now, definitely I will forget to make an opening in the bottom plate and it's not gonna fit. So I'm gonna leave it like that, at least for now. Well, okay, so it doesn't look that bad. So this way we should be able to swap the centerpiece easily, like so. So we can fit encoders, we can fit in the trackball and the trackpad, the round one. Okay, how are we doing? Alright, I guess it's about time to jump into this. Yeah, oh, okay, I already have some of these. Okay, let's remove this part. Okay, let's start with the small one. Okay, what a mess. That is way too much crap over here. Okay, PCBs, I have both over here. Okay, so let's pull it out, maybe to here. Okay, this part definitely must go away. Okay, this goes away. What is that? I don't even know. Ah, just some lines. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff. Okay, so that is the cover. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna use it. Okay, these cutters also don't belong here. And just like this mount. Okay, so we are technically left with nothing. Let's see. Let's make this one active. So that is the PCB. I should have a holder somewhere. So that's the holder for 43. So let's yank it from here and where are we? 43 mount. Now remove that. Let's make a new element. Let's call it holder, paste. We need a common part as well over here, and for this common part I need to copy okay, maybe okay, this one will be different, so I need these two, so I need this one. We'll have to change it later because this one is aligned for the round shape. And over here we're gonna have a rectangular one. So that will be one common part, and there should be one more somewhere on the bottom. Okay, so we have something like this. Let's try to cut this. I can do it with a plane I hope I can do it with the plane. And like this. And over here, let's trim this one a little bit. Okay, so we have a clean solution. Okay, so this is our PCB and this is our holder. Okay, let's say I would like to move it. Center of this and center of this. Let's align this one. It's gonna fit okay. Alright, yeah, not bad. Maybe we can change color. What was the color of this? Was it red? No. It was kind of like a grayish because of... Oh, okay. Okay, so now we have to move it up. Okay, so this will be the version for the flat keyboard. So we have to align the top of the trackpad with the top of the switch. Okay, but if we go with a chalk, it's gonna be a little bit different between chalk and MX. Do I have the keyboard somewhere? I should have it. Okay, I only have this one. But this one obviously won't cut it. I wanted to take a look how would it go. Of course, I don't have any. So I guess I won't be able to check right now. If I check the mockup, okay, like this, but this one, I think this is for the chalk. I was supposed to write down what was the distance for every one of them, 3.7. So these are not for the flat version. So these are both lift, like this. So that leaves me with this one. I have one more mock over here. Getting messy. So it looks like it's 3.7. Okay, so we need the top of this to be at least at the height of this one. It will be a little bit higher because that's where the PCB will be placed on. But we can still make it a little bit bigger, I mean taller. Okay, let's hide this part. Okay, so this is more or less how it's gonna look like. Okay. Maybe a little bit too early, because we still have to figure out some kind of a cover for it. I think I'm gonna ditch it like that. Okay, so right now we have an opportunity to make it work from the bottom. Like, so maybe we can have a design that we won't be able to see the screws from the top, which would definitely look nice. What is the height from here, for example, to here? Okay, 16 something. Yeah, so with some long screws, this won't probably work if we do it with the MX. Okay, if you really want to, we can make it some kind of a clip-in option. Would that work? So then we will have it without any screws. Let's say can I make a section over here? Oh boy, something like this. So this is the wall. So for example, if we had something like this and an opening here in the wall, so that would clip in. Well, the question is, okay, I don't think we'll be able to print it because we need this edge over here. Yeah, okay, we can forget about it. But it's basically this and this part, that should be one piece. So if we take the cover, let's go over here. Do it 1.1 as we intended. Okay, that's a good question. How can we make it work without exposing the screws? Maybe exposing the screws is not that much important, because we will be able to see them almost on every other extension part. So trackball, no, trackball doesn't have it. Trackball goes from the bottom. We don't really have that much space either on this side. It's almost not even 3 millimeters. Because like, if you would like to hide those screws somehow, then I think the cover would need to be a little bit wider, right? To accommodate. But then we will have like a very thick edge. And there's not that much space over here. I mean, we can do 1.9. Maybe we could fit in like a tiny screw. Let's make a tiny cylinder like this. Let's make it maybe, I don't know, make it 20, the other way, minus 20. And let's make a line. Just like this for now. So we would need to make it a little bit thicker by this size. Which should be doable. Let's take a look. If you make a rectangle. No, even okay, let's do it like this with a tiny margin. Okay, not that bad. Okay, but I think I might be missing something. So that will be like the bottom part, right? So if we would like to have the cover as well. Yeah, so we'll have to thicken it a little bit. So this part is 1.1, but of course that is not the whole surface, because the PCB is a little bit smaller. Let's take a look. Maybe transparent. Yeah, so we can only use like this area. So maybe we could also add an edge that would be of the same size. This would accommodate for the screw, and we can make it a little bit thicker. So like the cover has to be like 1.1 to get a good tracking, but then we can make the edge a little bit taller, so that would kind of limit the movement of the finger. And we could also fit in the screw. Okay, slowly getting somewhere, but okay, how... If we do it like this, we might not have a chance to attach the screw from the bottom, because okay, this will be too long, and M2 this long it's gonna be pain to attach. Well, I think the least problematic would be to just go with the version that we had before, so like expose screws on the 4 edges. This way it will be easy to attach, because if we have the screws coming in from the bottom, then we have to either make a cutout, so like the column for the screw won't be this long, Okay, so this is more or less how it would look like even from the bottom. So the screw will be here. Yeah, so we would need like a super long screw. So for M2 that is a no-go. And we can't really have it, we can't really make it higher up, because like, okay, unless we extend this by, okay, how does it look like? No, it's not even aligned properly. Okay, so yeah, I think I will go with the top screws. Definitely less problems with it, and even like swapping it later. Because like from the bottom, yeah, okay, it doesn't really make sense, but if we would like to even open it up, get to the MCU, so we have screws coming in from the bottom, but there would be like not going through the bottom plate, there would be kind of like, you know, in between. So if I would like to open it up, then I'll have to remove the whole bottom plate, then get to the screws. So no, it's a no-go. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, so top screws it is. So I guess I will have to expand the holder a little bit, and yeah, I would also need to move this part, align it properly. what is the radius? 2.15. It should be aligned right now. Okay, now in my luck I won't be able to move it around. Okay, about 180. Okay, at least this one fits. Makes me wonder if I copy this too. And do 180. I think I should do a mirror, maybe. Is this gonna be the first time I will use a mirror for something that is actually useful? Okay. I think I'm gonna be needing a plane. Let's take a look if I do it like this. Ah no, it was wrong. Like this. So if I do a mirror, it should flip this one here and this one here. Interesting. Okay, looks like it worked. No way. So I think this is the first time that I'm actually using mirror for something practical. So yeah, you don't really have to pay for this program. You can still get away without spending extra cash. Okay, so that will be our top. So now we should do like the centerpiece to accommodate for that. Okay, we've made it a little bit bigger already. Okay, so maybe hide this one. Should be safer if I do it in a new component, just temporary. Not like this. Okay, let's fill it. So I'm gonna make a cutter for it, like this, and now I can, from this component, I can remove this part. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Is this one part already? Yeah, it would seem so. So if I remove this, alright. Makes me wonder if I would like this part to align with this. Radius is 215, so if I make it the same, okay, it's not that bad. Let's do 215. Okay, and just like that, we have quite nice, oh damn it, this scroll. We have a quite nice holder. So the screws will go in from the top. Okay, let's take a look at the cover right now. Okay, we can get rid of this part. Okay, so that will be 1.1. Okay, so I guess this is how it's gonna look like, more or less. One more thing, I think I should maybe at this point make it one piece, like this. Why does it have... Okay, never mind. Okay, this part would be nice to do bevel. It doesn't look that bad. Okay, I forgot that this one's a little bit too high. Should be aligned with this part, like so. And okay, I think we can safely cut like a full opening like this. At least we have to do it on the bottom. Ah, yeah, right. I forgot to check if we can fit in Pico over here. Most probably not. Most probably it's not gonna fit. The question is if I have it anywhere. Oh boy. Okay, the good thing is that we can still move it a little bit. Okay, looks like it might fit after all. Barely. Hey bro, how are you? How's the mic? Because I haven't really checked it. I don't even know if you can hear me right now. Okay, that's good when it's good. not too bassy. Okay, so it doesn't quite fit that well because it's getting in the way over here, but okay, maybe we'll be able to fit in because that's just the cutter. The PCB is smaller than that. I should have it somewhere. Okay, it's good to have something that you can move around and see exactly how it's gonna fit. Okay, well, that is a close fit. But we should be good, I guess. Okay, there is plenty of space over here. That's the PCB and that's the top. I think we should be okay. It would be nice to make a cutout for the USB. Okay, so that should give us like a proper cutout for Pico and for the USB over here. Okay, we need at least 1.2 from here. Why is there a opening over here? Okay, I think it should fit. I have to extend this a little bit. Okay, so we have enough space if we decide to solder something. Okay, so this part is looking good. Okay, how about this side? I think I should cut it the same way. I'm not gonna bother with these tiny wires. Although on the other hand, that might keep it a little bit more organized, maybe. Okay, I forgot to move this. Okay, what else? Okay, so how should I cut this? I think I will just cut the whole piece out. Okay. Alright, because at this point I still don't know where the mounting holes will be. Yeah, but I think I will just put them on the sides. I was so occupied. Okay, luckily they should fit. I forgot that the bottom part is the M3, so yeah, but the wall is thick enough, so it should be able to take in M3 screw. We're gonna do it in the corners, I suppose, like here. There is one part missing. I write the hole there. No, something is off. Okay, I cut the wrong piece. Right. So that's not our center. That is our center. Yeah, this explains why these were not connecting, but it's okay. Kind of. Okay, now it should be okay. Right, so that is our centerpiece right now. I think this holder we don't really need anymore. Because, okay, the cover will come on top, so that will be one piece. Okay, what is left to do? Something is... okay, I think I got it. Okay, now it's done. I think that after cutting there were some leftovers. Okay, now it's correct. Okay, so what is left? We need diodes, right? So we need 3, 4 LEDs. I mean, okay, we need LEDs and we need resistors as well. But since this one is not round, so it should be easy to cut. Okay, right, the mounting holes. Okay, maybe let's start with the mounting holes, because okay, these are aligned with this thing, so we have to close them. Let's say we want from here. Okay, that's 19 millimeters. If we do 8. Okay, so we have this done. So now it would be nice. Okay, let's say if we make a line over here. And that should give us easy way to make a screw opening or a screw hole just in the center. Perfect. Okay, let's do it. Let's say -8. Ah, damn it, I forgot this. Okay, so one problem done. We have nice 2.9 for the screws that will come from the bottom. Alright, I forgot to open this one. Okay, quick look. Alright, holes, openings for the wire, these are done. Okay, so next thing we need to take care of will be the status diodes. So I'm gonna dump them over here. This should be easy because the wall is straight, so I don't have to do any fancy alignments or anything like that. Let me just grab it. Okay, over here I have a cutter. Okay, this is resistor. Okay, these are for the resistors, right. Over here is LED. I think I even gonna skip making a pattern. I will just do 1.2. And voila. And over here I'm gonna add holders for the resistors, maybe, okay. Over here I will do for the diodes, and we still need to have 2 more for I to C, the inline resistor, so we need 5. I think I'm gonna dump them over here because like it should be pin number 4 and 5, if I remember correctly. Okay, so 4 and 5 is on top, kind of. So it will be like this. Yeah, so it totally makes sense to have these 2 resistors a little bit higher up. That should work. And this also shouldn't be too difficult because we already have a cutter somewhere, if I can find it. I think it's over here. I'm gonna borrow this one. Okay, let's do this like 0.8. Okay, how many we need? We need in total, we're gonna be needing 5, right? 3 for the diodes and 2 for I to C. No, I think it's even okay like this. Yeah, looking okay in my opinion. I don't think that there's anything I can break doing it like that. Most probably I will only find out when I will be building it. Okay, I guess we can try to cut. And just like this, we have nice opening for the resistors. Perfect. Enough space for the diodes over here. Yeah, it's looking good. It is looking good. Okay, I think this part is done. We have LED indicators, we have resistors for that, we have additional resistors for I2C, we have wire openings on the left and right. Raspberry Pico will fit, or should fit, inside. We have mounting holes, we have a top cover together with the mounting holes. and PCB will go inside over here. Okay, so I hope I didn't forget anything, because what I would like to do now, we can easily make a second piece for the 65 millimeters. What we can do, I guess, would be to just chop off this part, like cut it like somewhere around here, and then we can just move it a little bit, connect the space that will be between, and this will give us the another part for the TPS65. So let's jump like here. Okay, I think I'm just gonna let's just remove this thing. Let's do it. Okay. Maybe I will call it meat. Okay, because I called this one common. It's not really common because it's not common. So let's change this to meat. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this over here, like so. I'm gonna drop a plane. Let's move it a little bit. Okay, cut this part into two pieces. And now this part I can move away a little bit, because this over here everything will stay the same, right? We don't have to do anything. MCU, everything stays in the same position. What we're gonna do, we're gonna move this part. Let's bring back. Okay, I guess we'll have to cut it into pieces, and I think I will also need a holder for it. Good, I have these two. Okay, I'm gonna align with this part just temporarily. Let's hide it. Let's drop this component over here. Let's do 65 holder. Okay. These are two pieces, so I'm gonna move them like that. Okay, rotate by 90. Hello there. Yeah, hi, PyConMath. This is supposed to be a keyboard. Well, technically it kind of is already. That's one. There was one more somewhere. I don't know, maybe it's in trash already. But there's always something coming up that needs to be redesigned. So last time I ended up on this one. I wanted to put, okay, that's not the part. Okay, I lost it as well, sorry. This is a trackpad, right? So I have a smaller one like this as well. And I wanted to fit it to my previous design. It looked like shit. So now we have to redesign as well. How did you trash 6-hour print? What happened? Okay, how? 3D printing newbie, you say? Which printer? Yeah, it always ends up like that. Anchor make. I'm not familiar with this one. I think that like in general they have good good printers. Oh, that's cheap, yeah. Definitely you can't complain. Okay, what was I supposed to do? Ah, yes, I was supposed to move this part to align. Yeah, you will learn as you go. Besides, now it's way easier to print stuff. When I started like a couple years ago, you really needed an engineering degree, like electrical engineering, programming, and some other crap just to get things to print, because like most of these Chinese printers, they required a lot of work. Yeah, of course, that's the second best thing after sliced bread. Yeah, looks like I have to chop it into two pieces. One will be not enough. That shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I feel you. I had the same issues. Like without the, how is it called? Like, yeah, auto leveling. You had to go with the paper, right? And those screws and the springs, and it never really worked because as soon as you touch it, the spring is like, will change the shape and like all your leveling goes to shit. Yeah, those were the days. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Alright, how am I gonna fit this? The plan was so great and I kind of lost track. Alright, the holder. Okay. I hope it's gonna fit. I really don't want to do any extra work. Okay. I think that should be fine. It's already included. The tolerance is already included. I only wanted to align because I went from 43 millimeters. I wanted to take the easy route and just, you know, cut the 43 into different pieces, extend it, and then I can just connect the sides like what I'm doing right now. And I was hoping that this will give me working shape. Looks like it's gonna be fine. I can test it in a second because I have a PCB for the trackpad somewhere. So as long as it fits, we are golden. Okay, it's not that easy. I think if I would like to have it aligned, I need to have one piece, okay, like this. Okay, so that's the PCB. Let's see, align here and align here and align over here, and yeah, looks like it's good. Looks like it's good. There should be 0.1 over here. Yes, 0.1, perfect. Okay. Yeah, that kind of worked. It looks like it worked. So I think I have saved myself some trouble. Yeah, right, but I still have to do the same thing with the holder. Where was this? I have such a mess in this project already. I think it will take me just 2 weeks to clean this up, because there are inside there are already like 3 or 4 different versions of this keyboard, and I'm slowly losing my sanity trying to find different parts. Okay, let's do cover, and okay, cover. Where was the cover? Over here. Okay. So this is almost aligned. Okay, if I move it like this, let's say, and I cut, and I think I should also make this, let's say, 90, and cut like this. Okay, I think I should be able to grab it. I want to move it, and maybe I should be able to just align the holes like so. Okay, yeah, it's not bad, not bad. Okay, what's that? Yes, kind of similar, because like what I did, I just I took the smaller part, cut it into 4 pieces. Now I just move those pieces around, so they're basically aligned, and what I can do now, I can just connect them and then just join all of them into one shape, more like one body, and this way I don't have to like redesign everything. Something like Lego, maybe, in a way. Yeah, I can show you in a sec, because I can connect these two and these two, and now I can just move this edge or this wall. I can move to here, and it's done. Ta-da! So that's the bigger one, that's the 65 millimeters. Oh, open cut, or you mean OpenSCAD? OpenSCAD is a pain a little bit. I mean, it's good for some stuff. I even had a version of this keyboard done in OpenSCAD. It was kind of nice because you can adjust every technically every aspect of it. You can change if you design it properly. But OpenSCAD is you can forget about doing something like this, because like when you need to have a distance between like 2 walls to be, let's say, an exact amount, then it becomes a little bit tricky. I think it's good if you have a already finished design, so you have all the dimensions, then you can move it to OpenSCAD, and let's say you want to have control over some of the parts, then you can make them like variable. But like for the fast design, fast prototyping, this app, Design Spark Mechanical, is great. Or maybe Fusion 360. Fusion 360 is very similar, but a little bit more powerful. Yeah, so I guess that is okay. Oh, in Blender, if you would like to have anything that is dimension accurate, that might be difficult because Blender is not really that good for CAD design. I can recommend this app, Design Spark Mechanical. It's free, and you can even use it for commercial, unlike Fusion 360. Fusion 360 you can't use for any commercial project. And in free version, it's not really that much limited. You're only losing the mirror, which is not that much important, and you're losing what you can't export step and you can't export 2D, but you can export STL. No issues with that. So yeah, it's a perfect app for this kind of things. Oh, bro, you're still here? I thought you left. Yeah, so if you are budget constrained, then yeah, Design Spark is it's a good choice. It's very easy to learn. It's very simple, quite powerful at the same time, and yeah, it costs you nothing, unless you really want those features, which are not that much important. I can only recommend. Okay, so I am missing a few more things. I am missing connectors over here. Of course, I'm gonna yank them from here. Okay, this one I can remove. Okay, one connector, the other one. Okay, where should I drop it? Maybe I will drop it here. Let's change this name to center. Okay, they already fit. Well, I have to say that this keyboard looks kind of weird with this bigger one version. I have never seen it like that. Yeah, but we had no choice. I really had to. If I want to include this, I had to redesign the whole thing. It wouldn't really fit on the previous design. And yeah, it's kind of okay. So what else do we need to change? What else do we need to do with this thing? Okay, so I think at this point we have all of the extensions done. I think I should take a look as well. If I would like to make a tall version, okay, where do I have the key mockups for that? Okay, it's over here. Yeah, so what I need this part to be aligned with this, at least. Oh, that's gonna be... I don't think I'm gonna like it, if it looks like it's gonna be so damn huge. And this keyboard started like so small, it's like getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so that will be the small version. And the bigger one will be here. Well, I only need to do what? I would only need to copy this part. Slice it into 2 pieces. and move it all the way up to this key. Okay, this one. I thought that would be hitting the key, but yeah, this one is actually should be somewhere else. Should be here. Oh my god, I don't like it. It looks so clunky. That would be very huge. Very, very huge. I think I'm gonna ditch the tall version. Okay, so I guess that's it. All of the extensions are done. I think I'm gonna use my Thursday, try to print some of that and see if it fits, because like printing on stream doesn't really make sense. It takes too long. And okay, if I can make it, then we will build maybe on Friday. And if not, then we'll be building definitely on Monday. It's about time. Okay, on Friday there's still some work. So on Friday I'm gonna do a little bit of a cleanup, and we still have to do the bottom parts. What else is there? Okay, the bottom parts. Connectors are done. Anything else? Okay, no, I think that's it. Okay, see how it goes. For today, I guess that will be it. I will see you on Friday, most probably. And there will be still some stuff, I guess, that we need to fix. I will try to print some of that, see how it fits, how it looks like, and maybe collect some data. Then we can... thanks for joining. Glad that you could make it before I left. Yeah, come back on Friday. Probably there will be some more stuff to work on. I will be either trying to finish this one up, or maybe if everything goes well, we can maybe start a build or something. Yeah, difficult to tell at this moment. Okay, anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I see you all on Friday. This time definitely on Friday, because last time I said I see you on Friday, and that was Monday. Yeah, okay, so this time around is definitely Friday. Bye bye.